Nick was driving about 30 miles per hour in a 40 mile per hour zone and catching up to another vehicle going about 20 miles per hour. Since the lane lines indicated passing was allowed, Nick decided to pass the vehicle. Just as he made his move, the driver of the pickup truck put on their turn signal and immediately began turning left. Nick stood on the brake pedal, but the pickup driver had practically stopped to make their turn, and there was no way he could avoid hitting them. Luckily, nobody was injured. At first, the other driver's insurance provider found Nick to be 100% at fault, but their version of events kept changing, and each time their account was disproved by the dashcam footage. At one point, they said Nick had attempted passing over double yellow lines. After this was refuted, they said their customer had used their turn signal early, but that's not true either. Both Nick and his own insurance provider are still fighting over who's at fault. What do you think? Let us know in the comments. Eric was taking his kids to school when he watched a vehicle entering the highway lose control and spin out. The car barely missed hitting another vehicle before skidding to a stop. Everyone slowed down, but Eric says the driver was okay and just waved everyone on with no injuries other than his ego. This submitter had parked their car and walked away just 1 minute before it was broken into. Turn up your volume. The burglars shattered the quarter glass and folded down the back seat, hoping to find something valuable in the trunk. When they didn't find anything, they tried the same tactic again on an Audi. After failing to lower the back seat, they gave up and left, but not without leaving a clear shot of their license plate on the submitter's dashcam, which they promptly took to the police. Unfortunately, the cops told the submitter that since nothing was taken, they wouldn't make a crime report. I guess property damage and vandalism aren't crimes in Oakland. Michael was driving in a city in China when a semi-truck illegally cut across his lane. Let's see that again. See this truck in the bottom left corner? Watch it cut across Michael's lane in the top left corner, the front camera view. In the top right corner, the rear camera view, you'll see him get smashed into by another semi-truck that wasn't able to stop in time. The driver of the truck that hit Michael's Honda Fit was found to be at fault by the police. When all was said and done, the repair bill came to about $1,400 to replace the rear bumper cover, hatch lid, rear windshield, and taillights. Michael, we have to say your dashcam setup is fantastic. We wish more people had multi-channel dashcam setups like yours. If you'd like one for your car, you can find the one we recommend linked to in the description. When Mario's wife came home from working her overnight shift at a local pharmacy, he noticed fresh damage on the front of her Toyota RAV4. Check out what he found when he reviewed the dashcam footage that had been captured the day before. A Honda had backed into the RAV4, triggering the impact sensor on the dashcam. To confirm the hit, Mario's wife went back to work and asked to see their surveillance footage. Sure enough, the parking lot camera captured the whole thing. Mario turned all the info over to the police, and now they're waiting for their insurance provider to pursue the other driver to pay the $1,800 repair bill. Carlos was driving through a tunnel when a vehicle went speeding past him toward a construction zone. Carlos was already doing 60 miles per hour, so this guy was really cruising when he swerved to get around a construction vehicle before going full pinball mode and bouncing from one wall to the other. Carlos notified emergency services, but thankfully the driver seemed to be okay as he climbed out of his car while Carlos was driving by. Tobias was headed into the city for some shopping when he came across an ambulance crew directing traffic around a vegetation fire next to the road. A little while and 3 fire trucks later, he came across another fire, this one being a semi-truck engulfed in flames. He says seeing a fire on the side of the road is very unusual, but seeing 2 within just a few miles is absurd. Later that day, he drove by the same spot. The fire was extinguished and a crew was working on getting the truck removed. Travis had just exited I-70 in Colorado and needed to merge all the way across into the left turn lanes for the upcoming intersection. Another driver thought it would be fun to block his merge. Unfortunately for that guy, some instant justice would come in the form of an even worse driver. Check out what happened just up the road. A black car zoomed into the road without yielding to traffic, nearly causing a collision before hammering the gas again and almost hitting the car that had blocked Travis. Ultimately, the Trailblazer driver was forced to let the Nissan cut in front of them, and Travis just chuckled as he continued on. Kyle was driving for work when he came across another driver who seemed to have gotten a little confused about which side of the road they should be on. Kyle swerved around the Toyota, and the driver continued on like nothing was wrong. Kyle's not sure what happened after that. Akil experienced a close call while driving one morning in Columbus, Ohio. A driver in one of the left turn lanes decided to make a U-turn right in front of him. Akil slammed on his brakes and honked. At first he was frustrated with the other driver, but then he laughed and thought, this is going to Wham Baam. He sent along a shout out for his girlfriend Jitu, who saved the clip after he got home so he could send it to us. He drives a BMW 328i xDrive, but he told us he's already ordered a Tesla Model Y and can't wait to start sending us Teslacam clips. We're looking forward to them. Do you have a dashcam video that you want to share with us? Please send the video together with a description of what happened using the link in the description below.